Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another video about 10 difficult words to pronounce in English. Okay, so the first one we're going to be talking about is choir. Choir. Now this word is difficult to pronounce because we've got the O before the I, but actually when you pronounce it, it sounds more like the I is first. A choir is a big group of people that sing together. And let me give you an example sentence. Catherine sings in a church choir. On to number 2, we've got drought. Drought. Now this one is particularly confusing because we've got the OU sound, but it sounds more like an A sound instead. And an example could be, there have been a large amount of droughts in Asia recently. On to number 3, we've got colloquialism. Colloquialism. Now again, with that Q sound, like we've mentioned before in previous videos, it is pronounced more like a K sound instead. Colloquialism is the term that is used for common words that are used in a language. So for example, slang and phrases. So let me give you an example sentence. Please avoid using any colloquialisms or slang in your formal essays. On to number 4, we've got mauve. Mauve. Now this one I think is confusing because we've got the A and the U, but the sound really sounds more like an O sound instead. And mauve is actually a darker shade of purple. An example could be, the discovery of mauve was made in 1858 by Sir William Henry Perkin. On to number 5, we've got laboratory. Laboratory. Now towards the end of the word we have schwa sounds at the end rather than an A or an O. So that's what maybe makes it a bit more difficult for foreigners to pronounce. Now a laboratory is where scientists work. And an example sentence could be, biology students have to always use laboratories when conducting studies. On to number 6, we've got lieutenant. Lieutenant. Now this one is particularly confusing because there are so many vowels in different places. A lieutenant is a higher rank in the army. And an example could be, he was demoted to the rank of lieutenant. On to number 7, we've got Antipodes. Antipodes. So the S at the end of this word is pronounced more like a Z sound. The Antipodes are referring to Australia and New Zealand and the inhabitants there. And an example sentence could be, many scientists travelled to the Antipodes to find out more about the New Zealand people. On to number 8, we've got chaos. Chaos. And chaos means complete disorder or complete confusion. London was in chaos during the riots. On to number 9, we've got penguin. Penguin. Now penguin is a bit difficult to pronounce because it ends with a G-U-I-N. However, it sounds more like a W sound at the end. Now I'm sure you all know what a penguin is, but if you don't, a penguin is the type of bird that lives in Antarctica. And normally they swim in the sea and catch fish and things like that. And an example could be, most penguins originate from Antarctica. On to the last one, number 10, we've got temperature. Temperature. Now if you don't know, temperature is the degree or the Fahrenheit of how hot or cold it is outside. So it's basically used to determine the weather. And this one can be a little bit difficult to pronounce because we've got the T-U-R-E at the end, but this is more of a ch sound. An example could be, the temperature in summer is getting hotter every year. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I hope it was useful for you guys. If you have any suggestions or questions, please don't forget to leave those down below. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell if you haven't done already. I'll see you all soon.